So you are connecting from
Himachal
Himachal.
Pradesh.
Wow.
Yes.
The name itself sounds so nice because I'm sitting here in Mumbai in the sweltering heat. It's terrible out here with the humidity, and you are probably in a place where it's such a pleasant climate, probably, right?
Yes, it is somewhere 5 to 7 degree here at my place.
Oh, wow. How I wish we could exchange places. Right, great. So tell me, how is your journey here at EnglishYaari going on? Because I can see that you have completed quite a lot of sessions, 50 plus sessions here.
Yes. I have completed most of them.
Mm-hmm.
From 25th of December, I am here on English Yari.
Okay,
Yes, so as far as the journey is concerned, I think I am improving with every day, with the practice that I am doing on this platform.
great. Glad to know that you are happy with the progress. Nice. So, quickly, I will introduce myself since this is our first interaction, right? My name is Lamika, as you can see, and I am a soft skills trainer, a communication coach, and here at EnglishYaari, I help people with their English language journey. And I come with a corporate experience of 15 plus years in the media sector, and post COVID I moved on to training, and since then I am into completely into training. So I'm a freelancer. I take up training projects, college students, working professionals, across audiences. Yeah. And I'm based out of Mumbai, so born and raised in Mumbai. And that's why I was speaking to you about the weather here. We are all eagerly waiting for the rains.
Yeah, there are many tutors from the Mumbai that I usually connect with.
Yes.
Yes,
uh,
we always talk about the weather and the condition. I am still wearing the jacket, and it is something, and when you see the other person, we are in the same country, and still there is such a diversity. Somewhere you are having 40 plus temperature, whereas at my place, yeah, I am shivering with the cold.
yeah, yeah. So that is the beauty of our country, right? Diversity,
Yes.
that's the beauty. Okay, chalo. We are going to talk about storytelling. That is the topic of our session today. And stories are always exciting, whether we are kids, children, grown ups. Who doesn't love stories, right? So, as we grow up, the
Yes.
kind of stories change. As kids, we love fantasy stories, adventure stories, maybe. And as we grow up, our taste over a period of time, our taste develop, and we start getting interested in different types of stories. So, as a kid, let's go back to childhood. As a kid, what were the kind of stories that intrigued you? What were you curious about? What kind of stories would you love listening to? Or did you have this grandmother, grandparents telling stories? Or would you read stories? Tell me a little bit about your childhood story activities.
Yes, at the beginning, everybody is, and they love to, be there with grandparents and with the most of the interaction. We were not having all type of a facility that now today we have to access mobile or many other things which are available. But at our times, only elder person, those who just narrate, those who know how to craft the story, narrate it well, and then they will make you feel that yes, that was the time uh, to entertain yourself through those people. And yes, in my life also, my grandmother, she used to tell a lot of stories. She told a lot of story, and those stories that always about something like a fairy tales, sometimes a little bit that capture your mind, haunting stories, and different type of stories they told us, and we grew up under their that particular umbrella. And yeah, there were many motivational stories also, so we enjoyed those stories. But after some time, we realized that yeah, stories are stories. And now you just have to put your head and heart in a work, and only
Yeah.
then you will do something. Yeah.
Correct. So from fantasy stories and stories of fairies and monsters, probably now our life revolves around stories about real life stories about work, about challenges, about friendship, maybe about relationships. Because we still share stories, right? When we meet friends, when we meet our relatives, there are so many stories which we share, but it's more of real life stories, right?
Yes, yes, everybody. You will not be a person to be heard by others until unless you are able to, craft a good story, or you are able to put forward all your thoughts in stories. So
Exactly.
only people will hear you. Yeah.
Absolutely. It's an art. Even if you are talking to a friend, maybe tomorrow I meet a friend from, my childhood, and suddenly we are so excited. How we share our life stories is what makes the meeting and the conversation exciting and interesting. How you narrate your life stories, right? So, not everybody is good at it. Some people are really good at it.
Yes, yes, it is always as an art, and yeah, I think everybody uh, with over a time understand that how to craft or how to beautify your thoughts, and how to channelize those thoughts through stories. So yes, even uh, we also try to uh, tell them or picture those things in such a way so that they understand all the things, and that will be possible only when we can use different type of things that we use in storytelling. So sometime using different type of expressions, sometime using different type of voices, and
Hmm.
yeah, so all these things that I think they are very much required if you want to tell your story in that way.
Yeah.
Yes.
So different types of emotions, different types of feelings, maybe humor, maybe some kind of twist. So these are things which make storytelling an interesting art, right?
Yes,
So
yes.
was there anything recently which you read, which you watched, maybe a movie or a story which you read that you felt was quite entertaining and inspiring? Anything you remember of late?
Yeah, I just went through one of the story. It was about Martin Luther King Jr.
Okay.
So who he opted actually the non-violence. He, I think, I heard about it, and the story goes like this: that he came to India, he read about Mahatma Gandhi and about his non-violence, that particular movement, and then he went back to America, and he just used all those things there. And I
Okay.
think he was one of those storyteller who can make you to dream even with your open eye. So
Okay.
he mastered that arts
Huh.
after this. Yeah.
Okay, that's quite inspiring, definitely. So, are you a history buff? Are you a history fan? Do you, because you mentioned Martin Luther King?
No, I love just to read different type of books. Most of the time, biography, autobiography. So this is what I
Okay.
love to read. Yeah.
Got it. Okay. So now, since the topic is storytelling, I'm going to give you a storytelling challenge. Okay. We'll have to cook up a story. Just give me a minute. My laptop is running out of charge. Just give me a second. So what we'll do is storytelling challenge, right? So I'm going to give you
Yes.
a topic or a situation rather, and you create your own story out of that topic. Instant. Be as creative as weird as put humor, whatever you want, it's up to you. Okay, add humor, add a twist. So the topic is, what can I give you? A day when everything went wrong.
Okay, so it was for 4 to 5 year back
Hmm.
when it was our school's annual day, and we were just busy arranging for everything, and all of a sudden I came to know that is I forgot to intimate electricity department about our programs, that the chief minister is going to visit our school,
Oh,
and many others reputed persons are we were expecting on that day. All of a sudden, because the moment this thought came across through my minds, and immediately I came to know this was blunder that I made today. Instead of that, I went to just cover up the thing, and I ensured that today electricity failure should not be there. So
huh.
I asked one of my friend to please help me during that particular day. But unfortunately, even he was busy with his task. So he sent somebody else, and he was not able to be there. For my great fortune, I have somebody. Not having somebody, I think this was something that a good situation of that time. But still, because that person wasn't aware of handling those different type of audio systems as well, and I was expecting somebody to be there. Yeah. After that, another things that happened, everything or everybody arrived there at time, and the moment we started the program, the first worst thing that I can expect of the day was the electricity failure, and it happened immediately. Then I put everything on my backup, but again, because of the heavy load and the person was not aware of how much this electricity backup can retain with that, and the second blast with that backup that I had seen. So yeah, I went again for the help of somebody else. Unfortunately, this time also, I found that my operators and the persons to whom I am approaching at that time, they were nothing was working at all.
Oh
So I
God.
accepted everything that that was my fault, but I do not want to extend it further. So I called immediately to one of the person who can arrange, give me the second portions of the backup, maybe two or three things immediately. But as it was destined, it was written in the stars that the day was very bad, but ultimately, by the end of the day, what I have got that yes, when you are intended, when you are having, the spirit of doing anything, and you want to do that with the positivity, uh, God extends His helping hand with some of us only. So yeah, I got helps from different persons, and ultimately that program was success.
Oh my goodness. So what a day. So this
Yeah,
was a real incident.
not in that way. I think it was a part of that that
Okay.
happened, and part of that I just
Imaginary, which,
created.
but
Yes, imagine.
nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, these things can happen, right? You prepare, you are fully prepared, but something unexpected happens and everything turns upside down. It can happen, right? Some minute detail which you miss out,
I
and
think I need to reconnect you. I think it's not
okay.
working well.
So that I was saying that that was an interesting story you shared, quite fun, quite a lot of emotions, even stress, fun, suspense, everything was involved in it. And ultimately, at the end of it, like they say, na, everything is well, so that ends well, something like that, right? So, yeah, in the end,
Yes.
everything is good. So, that was an interesting anecdote, definitely. So, today we started the discussion with how we used to listen to our grandparents sharing stories with us, and it was great fun. It was a real interaction where we would sit and listen to stories. Okay, today with technology, with the evolution of technology, the way we live, it's everything has changed. Gadgets, social media, that's become part of our life. So how do you think technology has changed the way we consume and share stories now?
I think it's a huge shift of that, just only listening, you were using only one of your sense. And
Sense.
now you are having, you can involve as many as possible because you will have that this opportunity to see the person and about that story. You can not, you need not to imagine those situation, but those situation or that picture uh, will be in front of you, and that you can just grasp those things immediately. So there is, yes, a very good and uh, definitely a shift in that way as far as. But one thing is to be there that now, because of the technology, we are also able to find it whether the story is only story or is there anything truth about it or not. So there is something that we can find with anything. So whatever that we are trying to learn or we are trying to use, maybe we can improve on many other things as well. So it depends
Hmm.
on the person whether what you want. You just only want to narrate the story. Do you want to, catch all those things what you are able to see or watch there on that particular screen where you are, and that those things, yes, undoubtedly. But one thing that is missing now, the connection
Hmm.
that you were having at that time, and now you are missing the connection.
Yeah.
You are there in a room, you are watching everything's there, but on your device, you even don't have a time to connect with your parents, to your grandparents, to your near and dearest one. And this is something I think, with the positive thing, this is something negative that is there. And I think this need to be, little bit taken care of.
I agree with you completely. We are able to connect with people across the continents, probably, but that real life connection is missing. That depth is missing. So, pros
Yes,
and cons of technology. I have 500 friends on Facebook or Instagram, but how many real friends do I have in real life with whom I connect, sit across and connect? That connection is lacking today,
yes, yes.
whereas digitally we are able to connect with so many people. Yeah, so that's the pros and cons of technology. Is always, for anything, is always there. It's up to us how much we want to put in our effort for real connection, right? Yeah.
Yes, right, right.
All right. Yes. So that's it. We need to wind up our session. So great. Everything is super. You are doing well. I'm sure you know about it from feedback from other tutors as well. Are you an English teacher, by the way? I didn't ask you at the beginning of the session.
No, I am mathematics teacher.
Okay,
Mathematics teacher.
okay, all right.
Yes, yes.
But your English is great. You use good vocabulary, phrases, etc. So I really do not have much of feedback as such. Vocabulary definitely is an ongoing activity for everyone, for tutors, for learners, for everyone, right? So that will keep going on. One thing which I noticed is that your addition of S in a lot of places. I don't know whether I am hearing it, I heard it
No, no,
wrong.
no. This is really actually it is a problem there, and I'm
Ah,
trying now. I am trying to work on it, but
okay. So there is
yes,
this issue, right?
yes.
Because I was wondering, did I hear it correctly, or are you really adding an S everywhere where it is not required?